What is going on, good people of YouTube? It is me, Chavez, back with another Prize Picks video for you. Today is still Wednesday, March 8th, 2023. We still have 7 games on the NBA schedule in front of us to talk about, and in recording this final look video, we've gotten some additional injury news. So in this final look video, I want to provide you with an additional look into the injury news, also an additional look into the Prize Picks board now that we have a fantasy score added to the board, as well as just, a few extra players added to this board. Also share with you one additional player prop. So in addition to the 2 that were covered in our early look and research video, you'll have a third one. So that'll be 3 free plays within these 2 YouTube videos. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move into some of this injury news and make sure that we're all on the same page headed into today's slates. So a lot of this information is the same. Tatum, Horford, they're still in. Porter Jr. is probable. Kevin Love is now probable. He was questionable earlier today. In terms of questionable players, we have still got Yusuf Nurkic. Now we have Monty Morris, Peyton Pritchard, Vlado Konkar, all as questionable. And then doubtful, newly added doubtful, is Reggie Bullock. Now, as far as players being out, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been added to the list. Anthony Simons is out. Jalen Williams with an L is out again. Robert Williams is out. Maxi Kleber is out, and JaVale McGee is out. Yeah, that's that, and hopefully we don't see too much change from here on out. So like I mentioned earlier, I have one additional player prop that I want to share with you today, and let's just jump right into it. No need to delay here. It's going to be Clint Capela over on his points and rebounds here. This to me feels like it is a little too low, and I hope it doesn't get bumps, but I do feel like this is a little too low. Listen, Clint Capela is in a really good spot today versus the Washington Wizards. A couple of reasons I like him today. Number one, in 7 out of his last 10 games, he's hit this points and rebounds prop. I don't know, yes, you can have a better percentage than 70%, but man, 70% hit rate is very, very strong. So, I mean, the 2 things that Capela will do, death, taxes, and Capela will score, paint points, and grab rebounds. That there you go right there. And so to me, this line is a little too low for what he specializes in. And then the second reason is he's had recent success against this Washington Wizards team. He scored 28 points and rebounds versus this Washington Wizards team back on February 28th. So those 2 reasons alone make me really like the more on Clint Capela's points and rebounds. Let's head on over to props.cash and pull up his game log and check out what he's been up to in that time frame, and then also what the Washington Wizards allow to centers and power forwards. So pulling up Clint Capela's 10-game log, we can see that 7 out of those 10 games, yes, we knew that already, but this is what that looks like. So not only is he hitting this prop, he is like hitting it with style. That last game against Miami, he failed to get his fantasy point production in, but man, he hit his points and rebounds. So a couple of extra block shots that game would have done it for his fantasy points. 4 consecutive games, one of those being versus Washington. Look at the 3 games prior to his little slump: 29, 26, and 24. Now against Washington specifically, back on the 28th, he pulled down a total of 28 rebounds and points. If you want to get specific, granular with it, 13 points for Clint Capela, as well as 15 rebounds for Clint Capela. Washington ranks 21st in the NBA in offensive rebounds allowed. I don't know what's to dislike about this prop, to be honest with you. So in addition to Clint Capela's 21.5 points and rebounds, earlier this morning in our early look and research video, we talked about two other players. We talked about liking the over on Damian Lillard's 45.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And then we talked about Brandon Ingram over on his points. Now, his points have since moved from 25.5 to 26. I still like it at 26 because if we liked it at 25.5, he needed to get us 26. So if he ends up getting us 26, it sucks if he hooks it, but it's better than a loss. And if you put this in a flex play, then you could still cash. If you put this in a 2-pick power, you get 1.5 your money versus the 3x your money. Still a lot to like here with these two plays. I'm not going to go into detail why I like these two plays. If you want to know what we talked about, go ahead and check out that early look and research video. These are the 3 picks that I like for today's 7-game slate in the NBA. One extra spot I wanted to share, and this is not a play that I'm playing, but I'm just curious as to what you all think about Jason Tatum's points. Do you like the over or under here? Here's my theory, and I'll share with you what I've been thinking about. Is Matisse Thybulle is now playing for the Portland Trailblazers. In Philadelphia, he was not really used all that well. He was kind of known as that defensive specialist that would come in and guard the opposing team's top player. And so that just has me thinking, will Matisse Thybulle be on Jason Tatum today, primarily like on Jason Tatum today? Does that impact Jason Tatum's performance? Do we see more assist from Jason Tatum today? Or do you think that it does not matter who is guarding Jason Tatum? He's still going to grab 30. I say this because we watched Dillon Brooks kind of shut down Jason Tatum in that game against Memphis, and it was painful to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was painful to watch Dillon Brooks just put the clamps down on Jason Tatum. And I don't think that Dillon Brooks did anything special against Jason Tatum. He smothered him, basically. He just wouldn't let him breathe. He wouldn't let Jason Tatum create space. He just didn't give him any room to operate, and it just really threw Tatum's game off. I'm just curious, your thoughts on, what this game looks like for the Boston Celtics. Because if you feel like Jason Tatum might struggle today versus Matisse Thybulle, then do you look to Jaylen Brown to go over on his points? Also, do you like the over on his rebounds and assists versus the over on his points? Just curious. I've been thinking about this one pretty much all morning and trying to figure out, what directions I wanted to go with the Boston Celtics here. I've also been looking at a few of these 3-point props, and I made a note to really look at the Celtics 3-point props. Like all the Celtics 3-point props, because they're all like in or around that 1.5 to 2.5 range. I don't know what game I listened to, but Joe Mazzulla was quoted as being disappointed that the Celtics only took 40 3-point attempts in one game. He wanted 15 more. So if you're looking at a team that is trying to go out there and shoot 50 plus 3-pointers, then I think anybody on this team that's in the start, not even starting, but anybody that's propped from the Boston Celtics at a 1.5 is too low. I mean, these guys are going to take tons of 3-point shots. Let's just look at this real quick, because 3-pointers for the Boston Celtics is like ham and burger, like socks and shoes. I mean, we obviously know Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown take a ton of threes. What about Derek White? We saw his prop up there at 1.5. Derek White taking anywhere between 4 to 6 threes per game. What about Marcus Smart, since re-entering the lineup? Back-to-back games of 11 plus threes. That's insane. Terrible shooting percentage, but wow. Al Horford getting the start tonight, I'm assuming, without Rob Williams in the lineup. Al Horford averaging 7 3-point attempts over his last 5 games. Yeah, if we see more than just Derek White on the board for 3-point attempts, even at 2.5, I think that is too low considering the volume you're going to get from the Boston Celtics today. So just keep your eyes out for some Boston Celtics 3-point props. And then I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm still interested in Darius Garland's 3-pointers versus the Miami Heat because they surrender so much production from the three. We know this. And he let us down last game against the Celtics. Took 7 shots from downtown and only made 2 of them. The Miami Heat are, you know what? Let me just pull this up for you instead of just quoting air here. 28th in allowed 3-pointers, 21st in percentage allowed, 26th versus point guard defense. They are just hemorrhaging production from the 3. Minus 140 to go over 2.5. Yeah, so interested in this prop. So ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to do it for today's video. I just wanted to include an additional player prop, go over the updated injury news, and then share with you some areas where I think we can get some value, specifically in the 3-point prop category. But as always, leave me a comment below letting me know what you think about these player props that we are rolling with today from these 2 YouTube videos. Also, let me know who you have your eyes on in terms of the player prop board over on Prizepicks. Who have you locked in? And as always, thank you so much for all the support, the likes, the subs, the comments. It means a ton. It does really help this channel get a bit bigger every single day. I truly appreciate it. And yeah, until tomorrow's early look and research video, good luck tonight. Good luck tonight. Good luck tonight. And Chavez is